Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and today I'm going to try to call my insurance, which just so happens to be State Farm. I'm going to try to see if I can get an insurance quote on the C8 Z06, because as many of you know, I am on the list of my dealership. There's good odds that I should get one in the first year of production. So I kind of want to know, even for myself, like, what is that car going to cost? And even if we can't get the insurance quote today, when can we get the insurance quote? So that way we know kind of what we're going to be paying for that bad Jackson. On a side note, here shortly, I will be spending probably roughly the next 3 months in San Antonio, Texas. So in preparing for that, whenever you own 6 vehicles, you gotta kind of prepare. It's not just a leave type deal. So the first step, we are testing out our new battery tender. So we're using C-Tech, which is actually the exact same brand that like Corvette, Camaro, Audi, all of them use the exact same one. It just doesn't have the logo on it. So I think it was like 88 bucks on Amazon, but long story short, you can see there, the 7 lights, it's on 7, the battery right there. So she's doing her job. We got a rag laying there, and yeah, so we got the first one. Then next up, R8 truck, C7 Z06, and then the Optima is coming with us to San Antonio. So I'm gonna be like 3 months without anything fun to drive. So that's gonna be interesting. First world problems, I know, but man, it's you know, it's one of the things whenever you can like drive them anytime you want, like you don't even think about it, but then once like you're gone and you're not there and you can't be there to drive them, it's just one of those things, man. You just miss driving them. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. We'll still keep the car content up. We're going to be talking to some dealerships while we're down there and trying to do some different events, traveling in the San Antonio up to Dallas, Austin, maybe even Houston area. So we shall see. Not looking forward to the humidity. I know it's going to be hot down there, but whatever. So without further ado, let's try to call State Farm. Yes, ma'am. So I have insurance policy through you guys, and I am ordering a car, but it has not arrived yet. And I was curious if I could see, like, if we could get like an insurance quote for it.
Sure. Well, ordering a car sounds fun.
Yeah, until you got to pay for it, of course.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, who are you using? Just curiosity.
What do you mean by who am I using?
Is it like through Carvana or one of those companies that you order online, or the actual dealership?
Oh, it's an actual dealership. It's a brand new car coming out. It's a Corvette C8 Z06.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. Let me take your information here, and I can pull up the policy here and let you know what that looks like, okay?
All right.
So, and it's Andrew, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay, and we have a few vehicles here for you. And so we're looking to add this Corvette, or are we replacing with something else?
Let's add for now.
Okay. Sounds good. Then give me a moment. Can I assume you have maybe the VIN number for this car?
There's no VIN number yet. I'm waiting for it to be produced at the factory.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So that's probably the only thing that we would have to wait on, just because the quote like literally goes attached to the VIN number of your vehicle. Do you know how soon you would have that available?
I honestly don't. It's kind of a waiting game for the factory just to kind of like tell me, hey, it's being built type deal.
Gotcha. Okay. I can ask Lori and see if by any chance we can give you a general idea, but it really comes down to the VIN number and the specifics of the car. Let me see what else, what other information I can get.
All right, so I put it on mute just for a second while I'm on hold. So you can obviously tell it's, I don't know if I'm gonna get an insurance quote here. Hopefully I can get like a rough idea. Oh, thought they were talking. But hopefully I can get a quote here. I would like to know. I really would, to kind of get an idea.
If you would like, we can run like a very rough, like not as accurate quote on what it would take to add it. I mean, if that's helpful, and then just kind of go from there. But again, the time frame issue is it's going to be, you know, from here to 8 months. That quote may be a total different thing, but you know, I'll be happy to just kind of do something very rough for you and see what you think. I would definitely need the MSRP on it, though. Do you have that information?
I'm guessing my spec will be about 110,000.
Okay, gotcha. And let me verify information on the policy here as far as your address.
All right, so I don't know what I'll be doing later today. I don't know if I'll really be able to get it on film with her calling back with a rough quote, but she is going to do it based on MSRP and what the car is. So I don't know 100% how accurate it's going to be, but we're going to find out. But the one thing I wanted to explain quickly before I at least share the numbers, hopefully later, is the fact that my insurance is $500 for everything. So my deductible is $500. And then on my sports cars, I don't do any rental car coverage, because if it wrecks, then I just drive the truck or one of the other cars. So I don't do that. I'm 27 and I have no accidents, no claims. I have no speeding tickets. So I have a clean record. So with that being said, I pretty much am going to have like the cheapest possible rate. Plus I'm combining, I have multiple car discount. All that stuff's going to combine to make it a little bit cheaper.
The Corvette?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we did go through it here, Lori and I.
Okay.
And again, just because of the time frame, I mean, it's a super rough estimate, but just based off the MSRP and a couple of the details of the car, then what it's coming out to be is a monthly of $229 or a 6-month policy of $1,374. So again, that's just like a rough base. Is that kind of like what you had in mind, or did you just need to get a general idea?
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good idea. Alrighty, you guys got to hear the majority of that conversation. She started asking me about some other insurance stuff that I had to take care of. But the long story short, the point of this video, you got to see roughly what the C8 Z06 should cost of insurance. I'm sure, like she said, that may change slightly, but because there's just absolutely no VIN numbers right now, it's hard to get the exact price, but at least this gives you a ballpark. If you're, on the max of your budget getting one of these, then now you kind of know roughly what range. And the reason I did this and made this video is because I was looking, like a long time ago, I was like maybe like 20, 21 years old. I was looking at a Lamborghini Gallardo. You could get them at that time for like $65,000, which was a ton of money for me. It was like everything I made, but to me, it was worth it. So the payment on that was, in my situation was like, I forget what it was back then, maybe $1,200 or something. Well, I called to get insurance. The insurance quote was literally like $485 a month or something crazy. And that was for like basic insurance, like nothing even great. So then I was like, cool, I can't get one. I can't afford that. So I made this just so you guys could get a ballpark. I'm 27 years old, no accidents on my record, any of that stuff. So long story short, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.